Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Mm, okay. I think the music is better now. Okay, let's start. Let me switch the layout. I also have to embed the chat. Give me a second. Chat. Okay. Oh. Okay. Apply. All right. So let's test the chat as well, and then see if everything is okay. Then we can start. All right, so welcome everyone. Welcome to today's stream. I mean, what to say, right? Everything is red. I have probably some theories that you might like. The schedule for the stream, I mean, I will probably start with BTC and the important and the charts that I think are important. Then I'll have a look at the indices and DXY, stuff like that, and then at the end we can have a chart request session. So if you want, you can drop your tickers in the chat. I will definitely have a look. But for now, let's start with BTC. So yeah, I don't want to really zoom out because I've been saying the same thing for a long time now. So this is the order block that we had, right? So from here to here it is like about 30%, okay. And when we were here, I was kind of expecting a move to this region. It was also in confluence with the golden pocket of Fibonacci, right? Uh, which it got slightly front run, and BTC pumped to the range high for about 30%. Now, usually based on my experience, when we front run the golden pocket, like BTC loves the golden pocket, right? When we and that's, by the way, one of the reasons that I have this 55 level. It's kind of mine. I came up with it, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? The number, that does not really matter, even if it's a slightly higher or lower. The principle is still the same. When you have the golden pocket getting front run, there's a good chance that you're going to visit that level again. Plus, like moves like this, like ranges like this, tend to create massive amount of liquidity at the lows, because like in this consolidation and in this move to the upside, everyone kind of bought up the price. I probably can we have open interest on this chart. This is BitMEX, right? Yeah, you see, what the fuck is this? Okay, RSI. So yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. So you have your range, you have your low that's formed here, okay. You see the open interest was to the downside, right? And exactly at the bottom here, right here, okay, let me mark it for you. This is the bottom, okay. You actually see open interest going up, which suggests that a lot of people are opening positions, okay. And since we have the open interest rising and price rising, you can kind of guess that most of these positions are longs, right? So moves like this tend to generate a lot of liquidity. So all these people who open new positions have their stop losses and or probably liquidation levels below this low, okay. So even though this level got a slightly front run, I am still watching this zone for a potential retest, okay. So I think still, if we get so let me bring up open interest. So since we have built a lot of liquidity based on open interest, right, and we have this low, if we get another retest of this level, I will probably looking for new longs to open, okay. So something like this is what I'm looking for. Of course, it might not be like as good as this like model, but this level is definitely a level that you should be looking for if you're bullish on BTC, okay. Let me check if this stream is okay. Yep, okay. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Of course, this, I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just trying to plan, right? So another scenario is for BTC to actually find some support at around this zone right here, okay. We probably have, so we are currently at the value area low, right, which is a nice level of support. We also can add the golden pocket, which is at around here. So there's still a possibility for BTC to make another deviation and start its move to the upside, something like this. Okay, and then we say this is the deviation. We have a position at this retest. Okay, but like this this right here is just a better setup in my opinion. Okay, I'm not saying these are going to happen, but these are the plans that I'm looking for. If I get triggers, I am willing to add to my positions or open new futures positions. But for now, locally on a short time frame, I'm flat on BTC so far. Now let's have a look at ETH. Yeah, these levels are from the last stream, and these are just like demonstrations. Like this is the range high, this is the range low. For now, ETH, sorry, is just compressing down, right? Something like this. Okay, so people are probably doing something like this, are looking for stuff like this, or probably a break of this wedge or whatever it is, triangle, and I don't know. But very simply, what I'm looking for here is a is a retest of each extreme of the range. Okay, I would kind of want to see these levels, a new low to make below these levels. Okay, and you see that this is not a beautiful low, right? A lot of like levels at the same price, like we call them equal lows, right? It's not perfect, but still, if you look at this, you see that there probably will be a lot of liquidity resting below this low. Actually, I want to see yeah, I mean, kinda not on Binance at least, but yeah, what I'm looking for on ETH is a deviation below this level to grab all the liquidity and then a push into the range, and then I'll probably long it, targeting the range high and the value area high. So something like this is a nice setup in my eyes. Gives you 4R, and I think it's as simple as this. Yep. Okay, so let's have a look at Dixie. Oh yeah, Dixie is a nice spot actually. So this is the range high, right? We were talking about the reasons for all these deviations, why we met the range low here but we didn't here. Okay, so since we deviated above this high and we kind of broke the structure, of course on higher time frame it's just the shadow to the downside, but for now what I see is that we have a high, we have a lower high, lower low, and we kind of want this trend to continue, right? So I explained on Monday, I think, that I expect a push to this region. It got a slightly front run. We don't really care, right? It's Dixie. We want it to go to the zero essentially. But yeah, as long as it's creating new lower lows and lower highs, I'm still looking for the range low to hit. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for on on Dixie, sorry. And nothing has really changed. It's going according to plan. And yeah, I think that's it about Dixie. Then what else? Total, I think it's in a nice. Is at an interesting spot. This green green zone is a very important level in my opinion. So if you zoom out, this is the range high, okay, and we're kind of failing. We kind of, if you look at it, it's just the trend has shifted, okay, and we're just making lower highs and lower lows to the downside, right? I have explained this before. When we were around here, I said that we're failing. I don't like this. I don't think that we're going up anytime soon, but still, if we get a push above this green zone, there's a good chance for us to see a new all-time high and in total chart, okay, which is at around 3 trillion. But as long as we're below this green zone, I don't really think that this is going to happen. And same as like BTC and ETH, this is the region that I'm looking for. Of course, it got hit, right? Also, the golden pocket is exactly at that level, right? So another push of this zone is on the table still. But for a reversal, I would love to see it above 2.5. Okay, let me check this real quick. Okay, everything seems fine. Let me know, guys, if you have any charts in your mind. You can drop them in the chat. I will have a look, definitely. We're going to have a chart request sessions, and I will share setups with you. If I see nice setups on your charts, that's basically what happens in these streams. Yeah, NQ and ES, yeah. You still have this model here, right? I have explained this. So we were around here. I explained the move from this box to this one, which got filled, right, and everything looks fine. Of course, today it's kind of failing again. We want it essentially above this level, okay. So hopefully, if we get today's close above this, we can have another push to this zone. But if not, we're probably going to make a new local low. That's what I'm looking for. So let's go lower on time frame. Yeah, so we want it above this level. So if we get a close above here, we can have a push to this region again. If not, I'm explaining another low, and like after that we can look for another try of retesting and flipping this level and support to support, sorry. But it's important. We've got an important close today on NQ. Yeah, ES exactly like looks like NQ, right? We want it above this level. It was going I mean, we didn't get a nice close. So on ES as well, and a close, we were expecting a close at least above this level. Okay, but hopefully if we could flip this this box, we can definitely have a new all-time high. What else? So we have the so this is BTC and CME, right? We have talked about this CME gap, right, which is in confluence also with the value area low of the range. Okay, and I said that if we get this a move to fill this low and potentially create a new deviation below the value area, right, I think BTC would look good for a long, right? But we need it like at 60, 59 to 60 K region, right? So yeah, that's as simple as that. And CME, so just be aware that we have a CME gap here. So okay, let's start with the altcoins, guys. Let me know if you have any suggestions. You can use the chat. I am reading the chat. I have it open here. We'll have a look at your coins. So first of all, most of them are looking like this, okay? And since the structure is just to the downside, like in the chart like ARB, I'm not seeing anything honestly. And best thing probably for now is for you to just avoid like trading ARB, because it's just failing. There's room for a new all-time low, right? If this is the all-time low, I'm not sure if that's all the history that we got on ARB. But yeah, it's failing. It's currently below this level, so as long as we're below this level, I'm expecting a new low, right? But we have also charts that are looking good. One of them is FET, right? So FET is one of those that it's pretty close to the to retest this order block once more. And like flipping this would, so when we were here and we flip this level as into resistance, I was expecting any low, but the principle and the whole structure hasn't shifted. I think this region, this order block, is a nice level of support. It might get a little bit ugly at this low, like we might get a low at something like this retest, then another low, but I think this zone is very important on FET, right? But so far I think the line in the sand, the most important level is this 1.3 level. If we get another close above, we are probably going to have a position for ourselves. You can target this high at 4R is 100% kind of. So we have a couple of questions in the chat. Could you please look at Zero? Yeah, of course, bro. It's on Binance. I think I have a chart on it. I'm not sure. Okay, let's actually use the Bybit one. So not a lot of history. Like how many days it is? Is it been out there for 1.5 months or what? So yeah, okay. We have trends high, trends low, right? Like it's this right here is a classic example of like market maker moves, right? So you form a range, form the range high, like first of all you start from here, you pump up the price, range high, range low, right? So let me mark them. Okay, then you kind of chop around and make a deviation, right? So the reason for this is for all those people here who long the price, okay, who are willing to buy. Because why? Because we have broken this zone, and everyone thinks that since we have broken this, we are going to go higher, right? But usually the market makers use this to push the price down, fill their shorts or whatever, because for if you want to sell, you want buyers to buy from you here, right? So that's why you form something like this. Right now it's back into the range, and this retest right here is one of those that you love to short, right? If you get something like this, doesn't matter really what the ticker is, you love a setup like this, right? So I can add the profile. I'm not sure though, like in these altcoins, like sometimes things go crazy, but yeah, we're back at the value area, right? We're kind of retesting the POC, so it's kind of at support. We can give it that at least, right? If you have a short from here, okay, your target is probably value area low. If you're more aggressive, you can target this as well, right? If you have a short, it's on, I mean, you have it in futures or not? Yeah, okay, so it has futures. You can definitely take some profit here at the POC. It can act as a strong support like it did here or here, right? But so far, if you're looking for sign of like bullishness or an upside move, what I like to see here in this chart, because the range is pretty clean, right? And when you have a clean range like this, if you get the same thing as here, okay, so if I flip this chart, you see it's now turned into a long, right? So you love to see something like this, and then you enter here, you target here, okay? So basically what I'm looking for here is the same thing, but at the lower band of the range, right? So if we get a deviation here, okay, then we get a pushback into the range. This retest right here is an opportunity for you to long, okay? So something like this, then you target the range high, gives you about 70% and 4 hours still. Pretty clean, I would say. Okay, but that's basically all I'm seeing here. Another scenario which I tend not to trade is for this level to support the price. We get another push, we flip this, then go higher. Okay, this is also on the table, and possible, of course. But the problem with that is if you enter here, okay, you don't have a place to put your stop loss. You can do it below the value area low, but usually this is not the safest level, okay? And if you put it below the POC, you get not the best trade ever, right? So that's why I don't like to trade the breakouts. I rather trade the deviations at the extremes of the value area, right? I grok it. What up? I'm kind of wary of these cryptos, probably from not understanding them. But what are your thoughts on Donald Trump announcing a national crypto reserve if elected? I mean, definitely bullish for crypto. I think the price action is just doing its thing, and it doesn't really matter if if a politician says something, right? If you look at the history of BTC, do I have a chart with nice? Yeah, if you look at this, let's have a look at logarithmic scale. Right, you see that this is seasonal, really. Like you get bear markets, you get bull markets, you get bear markets, you get bull markets. Right, of course sometimes the political stuff cause something stuff like this, okay, but I mean, even if you remove this whole thing from the chart, it's still the same, right? Because we got the push, we've retraced it all like 2-3 months afterwards, right? So yeah, you see this chart is seasonal, really, and if we're talking about BTC as the biggest crypto, this move right here, iRocket, is similar to this one. I like this, similar to this one. Okay, so these were the bottoms of the bull market, and it wasn't hard for a technical analyst to find this bottom. As a matter of fact, if you look at my Twitter, there's a pin to it, and I have called for a long here. Okay, I have called this when we were around here, and it was not that hard, to be honest with you. I actually called the exact bottom as well with Fibonacci time, but all in all, it wasn't too hard. Okay, so I think this chart, I mean, exclude the fundamentals and everything, it's doing its thing. I don't really I'm not really following all that shit. I think the charts are enough for you to make money. Joe C is saying hello to everyone. Hello, Joe. CRV by the Birb Nest. Okay. Yeah. Is it the all-time low or what? I think it is the all-time low. Phonix is it? Yeah, it is, man. What the hell? Yeah, you're welcome. I'm not Adrian though. I'm Raz. But you're welcome anytime. You can ask any questions that you have today. So yeah, CRV at all-time low. I just expect this to. I mean, it is kind of. It went to zero, right? It was 5, and currently it is 0. I mean, if you exclude this part. So, I mean, how much is it? Is it 99? Oh yeah, it is 99% drop. But yeah, for me to, I mean, even consider longing this, I would need a push to retest something like this. Maybe to gain this above this range. Otherwise, I think it's just going lower. Can also add the profile. Not sure how relevant is that. Yeah, I see this. I don't like it at all. Not that liquid as well. But yeah, this was the low in 2020. It supported the price. It pumped about 1,600%. But yeah, for me to even consider this, I need a push at least inside the range. For now, I'm not seeing any positions. Hello, Erica. How's it going? So we have a question from Joe. I was in a Coty long. Took profits, but I'm looking to get back into a long again. Any thoughts on that chart? Of course, brother. Coty is one of those that I also made some money on back in 2021. I think it was on that retest. I'm not sure, but I know it pumped hard after the release. Yeah, 8,000%. yeah, I made money on this last bull market. So yeah, okay. This chart is interesting because it doesn't look like the other charts. I mean, like ARB or CRV that we just saw. This chart is actually working on a new is working on a structural break, right? So we have this break of structure. Okay, so we have already the higher high. All it's working on right now is a higher low, right? So we kind of want this level to be a higher low, higher than this one, of course. Okay, then you have a complete shift of market structure and it can continue its move to the upside. And I don't think longing Coty here is a bad idea, to be honest with you. So yeah, we had this range right here. We had this low, this range. Okay, we made a deviation below. Okay, we got a pushback. Currently working on the retest. This retest here is always a good level to buy. Okay, so I can actually give you a model for that. So you have your low. Okay, you go below, grab all the liquidity, you come above, you break the structure, and this is the low that I'm talking about. Okay, this is a nice entry. This is a break of structure. Okay, you see what's going on. Yeah, that's what we're looking for here. So yeah, if you want to long, of course, I will target these highs at this local high. There's also more potential, I think, because we retested. Yeah. So yeah, it's just from the golden pocket to golden pocket, classic crypto stuff. Crypto loves the golden pocket. You see, we go from the golden pocket to the golden pocket like this, right? But yeah, I don't think long here is a terrible idea. So something like this probably. But yeah, I think this is a crucial level here. Okay. What else, guys? Do you have any other requests? Because we have some time for more charts here. Yeah, you're welcome, Joe. Anytime. Anytime, brother. Oh, Sol is failing actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, Sol is just same as ETH, and I don't like charts that look like this. So the charts that are compressing are the ones that I don't like to trade. Okay, you see that they're just compressing. Erica, I think I read your mind once more. One more time. Actually, it's like the classic thing in these streams these days. So yeah, Sol. I mean, it looks like ETH. You see what's going on, right? Actually, this is not a bad thing to have. You see all these liquidity levels that are not taken out yet. So yeah, these two charts are looking like the same, it's just compressing. Okay, and same as what I talked about on ETH, right? I'm looking basically I'm looking for the same thing on Sol as well. So sorry. So this is the range high, this is the range low, right? It's back inside the value area. I kind of hope that you see all these lows. There's a lot of liquidity just resting. I mean, there's this one as well. So what I'm looking for is basically same as ETH, right? Looking for a deviation at low, right? Push back inside the range, and then I target the range high. So this is going to be my entry. Okay. But honestly, I think there's a good shorting opportunity on Sol as well. So I flip the chart and I do the same thing again. So deviation, right? Below the range, below the value area and the range. So we're currently inside the value area. So what I do is I just open the position, stop loss here, and then target here. Then I flip it. You get a nice short, right? I think if that's going to happen, so for this you're going to need a retest, right? So deviation, push back inside the range, you get a retest here, and you target this low. Okay, so this is the default target basically for this setup. But honestly, if this is going to happen, I am willing to open a portion of my position open for more downside, because these levels are most likely to be taken out in the future. Rose, yeah, sure. Oh my god, look at this. Yeah, so this is exactly what did not happen. Let me turn it. Yeah. So this is from last stream, right? And I compared this with Doge actually. So we have this huge, like very long accumulation range for about 2 years, right? And then you get a strong push to the upside. And I explained that the volume usually increases at these breakouts, and you see you have a spike in volume. Okay, here. What is this? Oh, I think it's open interest. So you get a spike in volume. Okay. And you get the retest of the value area of a high of the range, right? Same as Doge. You see we have a huge range. This is the value area of this accumulation area. I have removed the profile though. What you do like for these setups is bring back rows. Is for this to actually close above the range high, which is this one. Okay, and then you can target higher targets, but this is, as you can see, this is not happening here. It's probably working on a new low. But yeah, I think the most important level is this one. If we get acceptance above and flip this into support, we can have a nice long setup on Rose. So yeah, that's why you need confirmations, right? uh, 6G, you sound very low, sir. I mean, my microphone is at max volume. I try to speak louder. Yeah, so Rose, yeah, sure, Erika. Just have a look at Doge as well. Kind of you find the similarities. Let's have a look at Doge actually. Um, so yeah, that's that's one of those that I didn't long because I see failure on lower time frames here. Okay, that's the only reason, because it was looking great at around here. So we actually had a position. This was not awful. Okay, the only reason that I didn't call or I didn't long it myself is because we were failing at around here, right? So you see this range, we were below this, we flipped it into resistance, and I saw that if we're not, that Doge is not kind of trying to close above. That's why I didn't call it for a long, and I didn't trade it myself. It worked out, I mean, in a way, but still there's this opportunity if we get another push inside the value area of the profile. So yeah, it's at around here. You know what we're looking for now, right? So if we get the pushback with the retest, we can target a new local high. Okay, that's basically what we're looking for. Stop loss can be below this low, but for now I'm not seeing any positions on Doge, not even a short, because if you zoom out, we're at, I mean, nice level of support. I don't like to short at the lows. Okay, we have around 10 minutes into the stream. You can ask your questions or drop your tickers in the chat. I will have a look. So why always green today? Everything is red. Let's have a look. These are from last streams. Interesting. Like one of those, like always just one of those rare ones that is kind of working on breaking the range to the upside, right? So like this looks like Rose or Doge, and that hasn't created this move yet. Okay, so I can add volume as well. I see volume is kind of flat. So if it breaks the accumulation range to the upside, okay, this level probably would give you a good entry. But the thing to consider is you have to kind of set a wide stop loss, because yeah, it's on a spot and you should give it a lot of time. Plus you're trading with the you're trading the breakout, and usually in these positions you have to have wide stop losses. But I mean, on a spot at the low on the weekly time frame, it doesn't look awful in my opinion. So yeah, it's still something like this on Alve, just like what I had in my chart before I clean everything. I clear everything, but yeah. Ordi is down 12%. Let's have a look. yeah, I mean this is just a classic order block front run I mean uh, event, right? We don't have a lot of history on this as well, so yeah, we're failing below the range low as well. It doesn't look perfect in my opinion. I think there's a good chance for it to create a new low, get have a push inside the order block, and then working on something like this. Then you can trade it from 32 to 51. But so far, I mean, of course, you can kind of yeah, this is those one of those rare I actually have to see if this is all the history that we have. Can you confirm, Erica? Is it all the data that we got, or it got listed on Binance later? Oh yeah, we have something on Poloniex. Gate.io list these tokens like butter. Uh, yeah, it's good to have this low actually, because mm, hmm. I think let me turn the logarithmic feature off. Yeah, I think honestly this region here is a massive level of support. Yeah, I can guess that it had performed well against BTC, Aave. But yeah, on ORD, I think since we're failing the range, there's a good chance for it to create a new low lower than this low, and then try again, probably even on higher time frames. But yeah, it was around $10. It's now around 30. If you could get it at like 18-20, I don't think that's a bad trade, right? I don't think that's a bad trade. Okay. Uh so yeah, let's have a look at the not one more and then close this stream. Tell me one more, guys. Mm, yeah, this level is very important on this chart on ORD. Um, I hope they don't call it ORDI. I just call it ORD. But not a lot of history. It's been there since May 2023. right, let's have a look at XRP. Interesting stuff happening here, I think. Yeah, we're creating a low below this low. Right, yeah, this level was correct. We actually have a setup on XRP. I cannot believe this. I mean, is it crazy if I bought at 50 cents and sell at 1.3? I don't think so. Of course, what we're looking for is, I mean, the best case scenario for me is for it to actually create a low even lower than 28. Then I can long it from here to here, and there's a massive difference. There's a massive difference, I would say. So if we long this, it's 130%, but if you long from here, it's now suddenly 350. Okay, so yeah, either this one or this one. On XRP, I would say. If XRP is still a thing, though, all the fundamental people that I know are just laughing at it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that's it about today's stream, guys. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed and learned. Let's have discussions in Discord. You can join our Discord. You can join exclusive Nest Club, or calls only, of course. But I think for now, that's all I got. Have a good one, and bye bye.